Okay, now it should be working again. Okay, now it should be working. But the volume seems to be so high. Probably should check on the filters and make a noise cancelling filter. But I'll leave that one for later. But I'll just have to keep my mic a bit far away from me this time. So we are back. Sorry for the 9 days hiatus, but I was working, then I got sick, and now I'm studying C for my exam. So it's been a lot, but I have been doing some stuff on the side, like for example, trying to make a virtual machine. I even tried to install Linux on my system, but for some reason the boot key is not working, so I cannot get to my boot menu. So that's another story. But I was able to train a bit in Linux here and, you know, make some scripts like here and do some bash scripting. Actually, I think I'm almost done with bash scripting. I just went to Recode Camp and I went through everything here till the if else statements, which I should probably be finishing today, along with Linux basics. So since there seemed to be too much in Linux, I decided to ask ChatGPT for the commands that we need to use, or more like the topics that we need to understand in order to use it for DevOps. We went over the file system directory structure. I think I'll still need to go over it multiple times for me to actually remember it, so we leave that. For the navigation, more or less we went through all of this. Permissions, we only talk like what? The chomp, nothing more. Finding files, we only took these two commands if I remember. Process management is completely empty. We haven't taken anything from it. And then package management is also another issue. So I thought maybe we could go in more in depth into these ones, but since I'm just starting, it's better to start with something new first, since my brain is fresh. And instead of writing all my notes in here, I decided maybe I will use Obsidian for that. For actually one good reason. If I'm learning Linux, might as well just try to create my own server, right? So here how the plan will go. I will have to buy a Raspberry Pi later on, and then I'll have to add the file of Obsidian that's saved on my local machine here to there. And we'll probably have to do that through SSH request. And we'll also have to figure out what distro we'll be using for our Raspberry Pi. I'm familiar with a bit about the different types of distros that we need, the light machine one and the heavy machine one. But it would be interesting to create our own drive experience. But of course, for that to happen, we need to understand Linux more. So the topic that we'll probably be getting at today is user management. And what else do we have? User management. I'm familiar that there are multiple users, but I'm not familiar with how to add them or do the password to them or anything like that. I have networking configuration. So a new topic. System service. I'm not sure what that is. Security, monitoring, and automation script. The automation part will probably go with bash. And then we have container and virtualization. Hey, I'm doing good. And you? How's the cybersecurity journey? Uh, I would say it's going good. Studying Linux right now with bash scripting. Almost done with bash scripting, but just switch to Linux a bit more because it was a bit more interesting to do Linux. Yes, yes, and funny enough, in my university right now, I have a C exam coming up, so I'm also starting to learn C. Nah, man, I'm too passionate for computer science. I cannot give up. I mean, I learned very well by using projects, so and creating my own server was always a dream. So you have to study Linux for that. But I do have to say, I did hate Linux when I first started out. I think I was 12 at that point when I downloaded Linux, Kali Linux to be exact. Dealing with the terminal machine was not good. Very overwhelming. Uh, Cloud infrastructure management, dev tools, backup and recovery. Okay, we will not get through all of that today, but minimally we'll be going through the user management part. And how do I create the scripts for that one? Okay, just might as well just add them. So the first thing that we will go through here is probably user management. Let's just also specify that it's a group and management. And actually, let's open that note. So, what's in the group and user management? Explain to me user and group management. User and group management in Linux is crucial for controlling access to the system in a multi-user environment. Yes, I do remember having the root user, which the one that has all the privileges, and then other users that are granted certain privileges. You need a way to define who can access the system and what action they can perform. Linux uses combination of users, groups, and permission to provide this control. Okay, we'll start by user management. In Linux, a user is a person or a process that can log into the system and perform tasks based on the permission assigned to them. If I remember correctly, we only have how many permissions? You have 3: read, write, and execute. Key user management commands: user add to create a new user, and of course you need sudo for that. You can add more options like create home directory and set a default shell. /m. Why? I know Linux is scary, but not to the point to make you go in tears. Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry, I'll be staying here for a while. Ah, I mean, it took me 2 years to transfer. I used to do, I wasn't in a computer science university for a long time, and I always wanted to get one. I was actually in business before, and it took me 2 years to transfer to computer science. So don't worry, I will keep on going. I might take a break from now and then just because I get busy. But no, 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 I will keep on coming. You can add more options, home directory, and set a default shell. I mean, you don't necessarily need to specify that it's a bash shell because the default one is bash. Creates a home directory for the user. So, okay, this one is just for creating the user, but not creating the directory for them. I thought it was automatic. Sets the login shell for the user. Default is, yes, that's the default. Password, yes, I have seen this one multiple times. It's the password. Every time that I think of Linux and password, I still can't get over that everything is just a file. Too much of a shock for me. This command prompts you to enter the new password of the user. Yes. And then you have sudo user mode. Actually, let's try this too. So, first of all, what's the difference between creating a user and adding the slash m? Sorry, the slash is here. Isn't the new user directory already added when you create a user? The difference between creating a user with the user add command and adding the /m option is how the user home directory is handled. Okay, creating a user without them. When you create a new user using the user add command without the m option, the system does not automatically create a home directory for that. Okay, I see. This will create a new user with the specific username, however, does not create a home directory like home/user. I see. The user will not have personal home directory. They can store files and they will be assigned the default system wide shell. Okay, we talked about that part. The user can still log in, but their home directory will be the root directory unless you manually. Okay, that's not good then. It's better to just have anything related to the user in the home directory, not in the root. That would just complicate stuff. If I missed my path and went through a different type of directory, I could get into the system files. So you don't want that. When you create a user, the M option automatically creates a home directory for that user under the home directory. Okay. So the /m seems to be useful, but the other one with the bash one, it's really situational. We'll get into the Chrome part also, but okay, yes, we have understood the difference between using a -m and not using a -m. Another question that I have: what are the privileges that are given by default and new user? Very limited privilege, which are generally restricted to the following: ownership of their home directory. The user has ownership of their own home directory. They can read, write, and execute files within their home directory, but cannot access or modify other users' home directories. Okay. The home directory is usually set up with default files like pshr and .profile if m option is used when creating. Okay. The user is given access to the default shell. Depending on the system, they can interact with the system via the shell, but they are limited based on the permission granted to the user account. So no root explains. That's why you need the sudo for that. By default, new user do not have super user root privileges. Of course, they cannot run administrative tasks like installing software. Okay, even installing software. Interesting. Changing system configuration or accessing other users' data. So the permissions are 0, but they have read, write, and execute, but only limited within their own directory. Explicitly given permission, such as being added to the sudo or wheel group. Okay. Root wheel access. Okay, give me a second. I need to check on that. So I don't open it here. I have it on my other screen. Ah, yes, I remember that one. We took that in the operating system class that I haven't passed till now. Permission for user, the group owner, and other permissions. Okay, now that begs another question. Where is it? Access to default shell, forget about that. No root. We will get back to this part later, but for now. What are the group permission and how is it different from the user permission? What are group permissions and how are they different from user and the others also? I know the three groups that we have, basically others, then the group, and then the user, but I seem to misplace which one is which. Each of these categories can be distinct permissions. Yes, we can see there is a read, write, execute for each one of them. Understanding group permissions, each file and directory in Linux is associated with a user and a group. The group is often a set of users who share a common access right to certain files, okay? Group permission apply to all members of the group that owns the file or directory. So it's a shared permission between all of them. Permission for a group or group are similar to those for user and other, but they specifically affect users who are in the same group as the files. Okay, I see. Permission types, each of the three categories can handle the following types permission. Read, write, execute, as we said. Permissions are typically displayed in the format of, yes. When you list files in the ls command L, yeah, I remember seeing that actually. Might try to actually do that right now. Here is my old script from before. Since we are in the desktop, let's actually check on the files that are created. ls-l. So these are, okay, let's check the .sh files that we created. So we have them at the others, read but no write but execute, and then we have read write execute, and then read write execute. Okay. Nope, not in this. Actually, here. User, read and write permissions, the group, but what about the other part? The key difference between user, group, and other. User refers to the individual, yes. Group refers to the group of users, we understood that. Others refer to everyone else who is neither the owner of a group member of the file group. I see. It gets complicated when you add the other party also. Actually, let me try to do some painting just to explain it to myself a bit better, because we seem to be over to this. So what we have, I have here the user, and then we have a group users. By the way, speaking of Linux command, my favorite is the H is awesome because it formats the size in human readable format, which can be great time saver. Often is as the perfect mixture of readability file data. Dash H. Let me check. What does dash H actually go with? What does the dash H go with which specific Linux command? My hand is not handling today. Edge option only used across various link command generally stands for human readable format, which is often used to make outputs easier to interpret by using more convenient units like kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte instead of raw byte numbers. Wait, does it actually show raw byte numbers? I'll need to check which command actually does that. ls listing files with human readable file size. The dash option is with the ls makes the file size easier to read by convenient. Okay. And we have display disk space in human readable format. Okay, that definitely would be helpful because every time I'm given the disks in the other format, I just don't get it. Displaying the disk usage of file directory. Wait, you can? DU displaying the disk usage of file and directory in human readable format. Okay, actually, I don't know about that command. Let's run it. You have DU, and then you have, actually, let's see our working directory right now. Okay, so it's du slash home slash mint slash desktop. Let me see that's h. No such file. Did I write it wrong? I think I did. Dash home mint desktop. I think I should specify more. And also another thing, do we have even a user? I don't think we do. Okay, let's get back. cd s. We have desktop documents, downloads, and we are currently inside which directory? The mint, but not the home. Okay, let's get back one more. S. So we have mint. So mint is technically a user. Since we are on that topic, let's try adding a user. What was the command for it again? Yes. But I want to try your command with the du1 specifically after I add a user, but I already forgot the yes, sudo add user, and then you have /m or -m, sorry, /m, and then the username. Okay, so I forgot that you need a sudo for that one. Sudo and then add -m. We will call that the same name as my tag name. Add command was not found. Actually, wait, was it an add command or did I user add, not just add? Okay, user add. Now let's ls through the home directory. Okay, now we have a user. How about we create a password for the user? I think password was written in a not very fun way. Where is it? Password and then username. Okay, it's PASS. But do I need to specify the user? I think I should. Yes, the username. And I will keep on forgetting that I need to add sudo. That's for sure. Sudo password. What should we put the password? 1252 1252. Not sure where the password will come in handy, but I think once we try to open the user, and now I forgot how to access a specific user. What is my PDF? cd, go to the parent, cd, I think just cd and saying the name. cd permission denied. because I already set the password for that one. Okay, we create the password, modify an existing user settings with the D, change the home directory, forget about that one, and then we have delete user, important files, we have the password one, contains user account information like username, home directories, and shell. Each line interprets. We will get to that line in a second. And that's group management. But before that, what happens when we set a password for a user created in when you set the password for the user password hashing. That's I haven't heard that one in a while. Linux does not store the password in plain text. Instead, it stores a hashed version of the password. This means that the password is preceded using cryptographic hashing function, SHA-1. Okay. And only the hash is saved in the system. One gains access to the password file. They cannot easily read or use the password directly. How hashing works, I already know about that one. It's stored in the shadow part. When the user attempts to log in, they enter the password they set. The system hash is okay. Password policies and securities on directory access. Once you set the password, the user can log into the system provided they have access rights. If the user has a home directory, he can access the home directory, password changing, password agent, encrypting password. But the thing is, I get bash cd souma permission denied. I try to access file, but my permission is denied. Your accounting of access a Linux file, it means that your account user does not have access to the permission to read. Check the file permission. Probably where are we? We are in the home directory, so I should probably ls-l, just ls-l actually. 15 minutes ago, and this one 4. I'm not sure what the 15 and 4 are for, but we will check in that part. And they have the same permissions. Maybe if I did create them in a group, but I want to know if we didn't have a group. So yes, the group permission here is they have 0 other and only read and execute, no write. Check if you have sufficient permissions. Change password permission. Change ownership. So now we have two users, the one that I just created and the old one. How do I check which user am I on? How do I check which user am I? I think by command who am I? Yes, who am I? Who am I? Okay, so now I'm in the mint one. How can I change users? Allows you to switch user. SU switches to the root user, but you can specify another. So SU dash and then SU dash and then souma. Let's see. Why is it giving me the dollar sign there? Ensures you also load the environment settings. Switch user using sudo if you have permission. If your user has a sudo privilege, you can use the sudo command to switch with common use with switching to the root user. That's SSH, we'll get to that part later. Interesting, but it seems like a working one, but it's not specified with this thing right here. Okay. We created a new user, but something seems to be missing. I created a new Of course, it has to crash. Is it back? Yes, I think we are back, but I'm not sure. It seems to be only the YouTube part, but not the Twitch one. Yes, OBS seems to be acting funny these days. Check on Twitch. Yes, we are back, but I think it's a new stream on Twitch. It is what it is. What can we do? Let me check it. If there is 2 videos, probably there is, but anyway. Oh no, I have it here, so we can actually check right now. So yes, the first 30 minutes as divided. It is what it is. What can we do about it? Okay, let's go back. When you create a new user in Linux, the default shell prompt you see may look different from what you're expecting. Yes, that did happen. You might only see a dollar sign. Is because the shell prompt is controlled by the user shell configured and environment. By default, the shell prompt is ps1 may not be configured to display username for non-root user. The prompt typically looks something like this. Root user often sees normal users. Okay. Check the ps1. The appearance of your shell may prompt is controlled by the ps1 variable. You can modify this variable to include more details such as username. Echo, you will likely see something like this. It says echo ps1. Echo, and then we have the dollar sign ps1. What was it? Capital? Yes, I think capital. ps1. Nope, it prints nothing. Slash username, host name, current working directory, and the dollar sign. So we probably have to modify this ourselves. You can change the prompt so it shows the username along with other just export. This would set up display the username slash the dash u is for the username and add host name. Do we need the path and the working directory? I don't think we need to, but the command here is export and then ps1 and then equals. To make change permanent for your new user, you will want to modify the shell configuration file for user using bash shell. Wait, this one is even in the root directory? Okay, find the line which defines. Okay, we'll search for that one and then we'll go through the theory later after we check if it's actually working or not. So we have nanos, and then we have the tilt one. Then we have the root. What else? Dot bash rc. Dot bash rc. Let's search for the S1. Okay, I don't see the line. PS1. Pretty sure there was no line that says PS1 equals. I have LL, alias alert, dash R test, dir, dir, PS1, actually no from there. But it's already specify the add and then Debian root prom and all that stuff. So it seems to be actually working. Good thing that I opened ChatGPT also in the virtual machine. Copy. Why get a different line when I change users? Seems to be taking some time. Actually, let's cover this. Refresh. And while it's refreshing, I want to check on something. So how do we quit? Oh, how about cu then dash mint? Okay, now we're back to the mint. But I still need to check on how to make it similar, at least to the one that we already had moments ago. Okay, we lost the file for some reason. Why do I get a different starting? When you log into a system as a different user, the prompt often changes to indicate that the current user environment. Here is what's happening. Mint is likely from your user mint. This could be running default shell like bash or zsh. When you switch to souma, using the prompt changes reflecting the new user. This is typically controlled by the shell configuration file for that user, like the .pshr, yes, which customize the prompt. The prompt structure, the simple start prompt for a regular user in most Linux system. When you use the su dash, it starts the shell for the souma user, and prompt might reflect that the user is logged in as the yes. How do I make the user souma similar to the mint user? Checking the shell configuration. Copy the configuration file to the souma user. Could we have done that through bash scripting? I think we could. Set correct ownership and permission. After copying the file, the user on. I think we checked on the permission for both of them and it seems to be similar. After copying the file, ensure that the user of these files have the permission are set correctly. Okay. Okay, let's try this one. Yeah, this is the one that we got. But before I actually copy them, I do need to actually check on them. Cat dash home dash mint dash dot dash C. Now thinking about it, probably using the nano one is better, even if I don't plan to change. Just nicer. Okay, so this is the file. Where was the PS1 again? Not running indirectly. No, okay, it's different. X, then we have the user bin, dbn, Okay, let's confirm each of these steps. So we have the copy one, the copy, and we have mint, at the dash here, dot, dash C. So it's the same one since they are both in the same directory. Dash C. cp target bash CRE, not a directory. I mean, okay, let's check again. We have cp home and then mint, then bash, then we have home. Wait, is there a space or there's no space? I think there is no space. Cannot permission denied. Okay, so there was no space. Do we have to run sudo for that? I think we do. Okay, no, my bad. We say sudo. So just write it again as a practice. Mint dot bash c. And we have the home directory again. The other user. Bash c. So yes, we need a sudo for that one. Now let's try logging into the am I not getting the first command that we just used? Okay, now it seems that there will be a lot to go through. Control and I think it was yes. So the command was su, I think, then dash. So we still have all the way, so just copying one of the files is not enough. Yes, I forgot the dashes. Space. Just to save some time, I think I'll just copy it for now. Okay. And I forgot that you need to specify that it's a sudo. Okay, I'll write it. Home, then we have mint dot profile, and then the same home that directory that we created dot profile. I forgot to add the path. Okay. It by the thing at the beginning here. Sorry, not cat. CP. My brain stopped braining. And then you have the same one, but for the bash profile one. Bash profile. Okay. Then you also have here bash. Again, not here. Need to probably buy a better keyboard than the one that I'm having because I seem to be struggling with it. And it looks like I'll be doing a lot of typing from now on. Get my monitor a bit back. Okay, now we can write. Verbally, yes, bash. Bash underscore profile. We have home, mint, and dot bash profile. Okay, we need to set the source. Okay, no, I actually think we should type exactly how much we learned up to this point. Yes, I think I can. A second. I think so, but I'm going to try to remember how to actually get to that part. Actually, I don't think even if I started, I'll be able to get the menu from above. Which one was it? Actually, since we are at this, we don't have a display right here. Actually, if I try to rerun it, I'll probably be able to. Give me a second. Save the stats. Bottom center. Wait, is it? It's very hard to tell from here. I'm going to reset it either way. Nah, it's okay. Probably be needing another coffee also. It's bottom center. Actually, forget about. No. How do we take this one under? Forget about the ChatGPT here. Also the Microsoft. That's a long command line. Sudo apt-get install virtualbox guest utils virtualbox guest. Oof. Sudo apt-get install virtualbox guest. Do we? Sure. Give me a second. So wait, can I actually control the virtual machine from inside the... you cannot copy paste it because it's inside the virtual machine. Never mind. if you can do command. Okay, let's check it. So the app get virtual. You still need the box guest utilities to support virtual device hardware. Networking stuff, okay. Previously we might need the OSE version. Okay, I see. I think we will have to write it either way manually. And since you said we probably also need it for the other networking stuff. Yeah, I think the second one will probably be easier also to write. Let's put this a bit to the side. Actually, let's have both of them side by side. Where is the second one? Yes, here. Have sudo apt/get install virtual box /e -guest -utils. The second answer. Okay. Give me a second. We have this one. Then we have the second answer. VirtualBox and log into Ubuntu. Hit your host key controlled by default so you can get the mouse outside the pointer. Yes, we can do that. Go to the VirtualBox window, click on the device, then select install guest additions. Wait. I mean, I am already outside. The one without the command, yes. Go to the top of the VirtualBox. Should be around here. Yes, the thing is, I'm trying to get to that menu because I customized the thing. The one without the command stack. Yes. You will have to close the VirtualBox machine first. Do we? Okay. Where's the VirtualBox machine? Let's just save the status for now. Yes, I can do it outside. I just don't remember how to get the... What was it again? The thing that I used to actually control the display also. We'll just read ahead. Go to the VirtualBox, connect the device, select install. Settings. There is device here. I don't think so. No. Through settings, yes. Install. I don't see any device. We have display, storage, audio, network. It's on display, okay. Enable recording, no. Remote, no. Then we have screen. You'll see a window pop up inside Ubuntu showing you that there are some new files mounted in a virtual Chrome drive. One of those files should be vbox.run. If he's talking about the files, it should probably be this one. You must run the file with some admin permission so that with the click outside application. I think so also, but how did I do it last time? Because I kept on going back and forth between all of them. Better to check our videos, just like you said. Virtual machine display definition, yes.
So you have Windows 10 running in VirtualBox, but your screen looks like this, and you can't figure out how to make it full screen, and you're getting frustrated.
I actually want to return it to this one.
This video covers how to fix that problem. So right now, we've got Windows 10 Enterprise running in VirtualBox, but we can't resize Windows log here, edition CD image. So the way to fix this is VirtualBox has some tools basically that we have to install on the guest operating system.
Okay, that's the devices part you was
tools
talking about.
are on this CD image. So when we install these tools, it will allow us to do some dragging and dropping from the host machine to the guest edition. Also fix the size issue of the screen, which can be extremely annoying after a while. So here's the screen. I'm going to click on Insert Guest Edition CD Image. And what
Yeah.
this will do on the virtual machine, it should mount a CD. When the CD is mounted, we can run the installation. Let's go ahead and go to File Explorer, and let's see if there is something mounted on the D drive. All right, looks like File Explorer finally came up. Let's go here to my PC.
The thing
Here
is,
we
we
go.
have
On the D drive,
Linux,
we notice
not
is
Windows also.
which is the CD supposedly is the VirtualBox Guest Edition. So let's click on that, and from here we're going to run VBox Windows Editions AMD 64.
We need to get to that part also.
So guys, everyone face the problem of this, you cannot go to the full screen in the Ubuntu, like when you will install that in the VirtualBox. So I have a solution for you guys. So what you have to do, you have to just click on the devices and click on the insert guest.
The switch command will the scale, the right defined as right control, not okay. So it's still loading the same way. I think I made this one windowed, so I need to check how to not make it windowed. How to change the virtual machine. The options have vanished. Wait, what? Yes, I'm in scaled mode. That's what I'm saying. How do you get back from scaled mode? Using escape? I don't think so, no. And it's not the right control. Yes, we have to search that up. How to exit scale mode in virtual machine. I think the program is called VirtualBox also. VirtualBox. To exit the host key on Windows, the host key is usually the right control key. I think I pressed that multiple times. The right control key plus C. Control C. Nope. May be different from right control to check the current binding, VirtualBox, input, virtual machine, host key combination. Okay, that's probably in the settings. I think it was mentioned at the beginning. It was still control. I haven't changed the default one. But even when I press Control C, it doesn't do anything. Let me put this at the end here. That's what I'm thinking also. Where he said the reference will go to the binding, go to VirtualBox preference. It's not in the machine, of course. Exit, check for updates, host network, media, the preference, yes. Input and then virtual machine. Where is input? Virtual machine. Host key combination, right control still. Yes, it is still the control one, but adjust window size is host A. We could try it. How about Control C like we just said? Or I guess it only takes one input. See? Nope, just one input. Might as well just make it control then. Then let's try running it. So probably take some time. Yes, the virtual machine window will now switch to scale mode. You can go back to windowed mode at any time by posting Control C, and yes, the now is Control. Cancel, no switch. Okay. Okay, we finally found it. Now we are back. Now, what was the guy doing again?
CD, okay, it will run the software. Just wait for it, and here you will get this. Just click on it, and then right click on it.
Okay, I need to go a bit back. Yes,
Devices,
took
and
a
click
while.
on the insert.
We go to devices, install guest, and I think it should appear here somewhere. For some reason, it's not interacting. Yeah, I think it's taking a while because, yeah, I'll give it a minute. Ah. Yeah, virtual machines, I remember them being very slow because you're still opening another computer inside the main computer. So while it's opening, I should probably write what I just did because I will definitely forget it. So what did we learn about user management and user groups? Well, first thing we have three, what do you call it, parts? No, not even parts. To add, let's start with the adding part. To add user, we put command I think it was add user. I need to go back and check because I definitely forgot the command again. Let's go all the way back up. Should be around here. Nope, that's still from the other day. Yes, from here. Yes, we forgot the sudo and it's user add, not add user. Wait, is it finished? Nope. Yeah, I think this one will be taking a big time. We have sudo. Probably should restart it, yes. Yes, close. Yeah, I think it should. I have sudo user add. Are you sure? I mean, we didn't really do anything for us to lose the project, the progress. It's still safe somehow. We have the user and then the user. And I think we needed to add slash something or dash user add dash m, I think. Okay, since now it's saved, let's try opening it again. Yes, slash m and dash s. I have too many tabs open. Dash s also. And dash m dash m is used to create the user directory inside the home directory. Dash s is used. Okay, now it's so yeah, it's still taking on. The dash s, yes, I forgot. You have to specify the bin and the bash. bin dash bash. Probably should add some type of thing here. The dash s is used to specify the shell we are going to use. So that's how to add user. The other important thing that I still kind of remember is to change one user to another. It's su then username. Now it's too heavy for the machine to actually load. I hope he just didn't make it worse for that program, because he's barely working to begin with. Anyway, we still need to create our stuff here. Yeah, before I forgot, before even switching between the users, we have creating the password for one of the users. To create a password for the new user. I think it was sudo also. Password username. Yes, it was sudo. Modify an existing user, change their home directory or group. D to change the home directory, and we say user mod. Can also remove them from the directory. Still freeze. I think I should just close it without the saving one. I don't want to click power off, but okay, let's try a second time. Or maybe it actually does just need a lot of time for it to actually work. Actually, instead of writing username here, I just write my name and I will get it. So that's 3 things that we learned. What else? And this one is to create a new group, to delete a group, and to add an existing user, so an existing group. We are still in the user part, so we'll get to the group part later. This one for changing permission, I already know that from the creating the files. Sudo privilege, add a user to the sudo group. So by default, there should exist a couple of groups there, or just one group that's sudo. So how to check if the user is part of group or not. To check if a user is part of a group or not in Linux, you have a few options. The groups command shows the groups user belong to. Okay, need to open that first to check. Example for a specific user. So okay, groups to check all the users, but username is to check on a specific user in a specific group. I should probably write some type of introduction. In Linux, we have multiple users that can access the same device, the operating system rather, and they can be divided into groups. So that's for the groups part. What else do we have? This thing will probably take a while for it to boot. Insert cache additional CD image. I think I'll keep it like this for a while. Maybe even set a timer for it. If it didn't, we'll probably have to find another way. So what we talked about. So yes, we do have the groups, and we do have the user. We always have the sudo, not the sudo. Do you call it sudo? I think I could do sudo user that has access to all the privileges. Need to get rid of all these red marking. Okay, this one add to dictionary, simple add to the dictionary also. Also add to dictionary. And then we have a second user with minimal privileges to avoid messing with the system files. Yes, we do need to make some formatting, but I'll do that in my free time. What else did we learn about user management? Forget about the group part for now. Where are we? Yes, not that part, that's from yesterday. The user will change the password. You should probably try deleting the user just to test our commands here, or to even modify it. I haven't got to the modifying part yet. It's lagging like crazy. Where's the YouTube video?
The guest of this you cannot go to the full screen in the Ubuntu like when you install that in the VirtualBox. So I have a solution for you guys. So what you have to do, you have to click on the devices and click on the insert guest CD. Okay,
yes, it seemed almost instantaneous here, but yep, still black screen, not even lagging. Probably have to search for that one also. VM virtual box black screen. Yeah, I think it has something to do with what I installed. Try increasing the graphics RAM. I should probably do it from the settings here. think it was in the system, and I think we probably have to close it first. Base memory, we already give it 2 memories. I should probably do one. Just close it for now. Yeah, I thought so. Instruction to refer to memory. The memory could not be read. Click on OK to terminate the program. Yes. Failed to save the stats. Yeah, it's okay. It's probably because the RAM is just too. Let's pump it to here. Let's press OK for that one. Don't worry, don't worry. We just increased it. Oh no, it's rebooting. I think I'll have to reinstall everything now. No bootable medium found. System halted. All of that because they increased the RAM? I don't think so. Should I save the status for this one? I don't think so. Also. Logs. No, might as well just get rid of that one for now. And since we changed this one to how many memories, if I remember. Okay, why can't I not change it? Settings again. Within the processor, I need to increase a bit, but something to be wrong with the logs here. I think I have run to that issues a couple of times before I start today. Yeah, no bootable medium found. The no bootable media found, I think, was an issue. Where is it? It's got settings, storage. Huh? There should be here mint. But I cannot even. Okay, let's just start the entire program actually. Sure. Settings. I can't understand why I still can't change any of the settings right now. No add, no nothing. Might as well just create a new one then. Mint 2 after the project mint one. Machine folder, yeah, of course, Linux. Let's put the RAM this time a bit higher. No, yes. Actually, let's make this one 20. I'll change this one to my external hard disk here. Yeah, it should be enough. Let's try this one. Linux Mint, yes. I mean, it's not like I saved something important on that device, but it just takes a bit of time to actually install. I already should have put it more RAM. And I forgot how many RAMs do I have in this computer to begin with. So, while it's doing everything, let's continue with our notes here. So this one is for Uh, it's not for just adding users, but actually let me ask ChatGPT about that part. What are the main topics considering user management? Creating and deleting a user. Okay, that's simple. Managing user groups. We will get to that part. We did learn how to create a user, changing the password, but we haven't deleted a user. Okay, this one is also to delete the user with the directory, and this one is just adding the user without the directory. Then having managing groups, then user permission and ownership, user environment, changing information. I think that's a bit excessive, but we got the first one. We have creating and deleting the user. Surprised they haven't mentioned how to change between users. I think I'll just add that part with we need to create this one in a bit bigger space. Actually, that's too big. Smaller. No, even smaller. Yes, something like that. Actually, now it kind of became too small. Perfect. Now we have our mint back. Now let's try before anything else, just inserting the guest. Unable to insert the virtual machine into details. Could not mount the media. Okay. Is it because they are on different directories? Copy, I guess. It's trying to mount a virtual optical disk but cannot do the disk being locked by another process such as the virtual or the virtual machine box. Here are a few troubleshooting steps. How? Okay, if I powered it off, I will still not be able to use that interface though. That has the devices on. So it doesn't make sense to actually do that. Eject and any previously mounted disk. Sometimes if a disk is already mounted, it can cause issues. To eject the disk, go to devices, optical drives, removes virtual. Okay, let's try that one. Devices. Okay. Optical disk. I think if I remove that one, that entire thing will just crumble, but let's try. Unable to eject optical F for the machine mint. Would you like to try to force ejection of the disk? Not by Windows to use security settings. Select properties if you see unlock button. Yeah, I'll definitely not eject that one for now because it seems like it will crash everything. Right click on the ISO file, select properties, and if you see unlock button, okay, where's the ISO file? Ubuntu we have here. What is mint? that certain function is taking too long. We have the point one, the mint one should also be around here, but I can't find it. Wait, what? Settings, display, no, storage was it? Choose a disk file. Yes, Linux Mint seems to be here. Yes, okay, I found it. Properties. What else we need to check? An unlock button at the bottom. Click it. Read only, hidden only. Okay, there is no explanation with that part. Check the virtual box setting for VM. Actually, ChatGPT is not giving any good answers about this part, so if you encounter the unable to insert VM that already has an ISO file loaded and Linux has logged it, preventing it from being inserted again. Okay. So I think I'll just have to remove the devices at this point. Just force mount. Then we go to the devices and then we try to mount it again. Welcome, welcome. We are still in that issue. Not sure. It just gave me an error. Yes, this one. Unable to insert the virtual optical disk in machine 2. And I get that file. I'm not sure why. I tried to unmount it, but it didn't work. I think you can just do it with the view here. We have the full mode, which I don't recommend, the scaled mode, which the one that I did, and then you have the adjusted window. But probably if I keep it small here, the resolution seems to be okay. And the terminal is loading, so we'll try creating and deleting a user again, and then we will go to the group part afterwards. Where were we? Actually, we need to refresh this page because there is a lot here. Plain to user and user management in Linux. So I have creating the user, modifying the user, deleting the user, listing users. I need some zoom on that part, but we'll check on the zoom part actually later. So we created the user, we created the password, and we changed user. Now to actually do this entire thing again, no change while you're editing. You have entire unsaved settings. Do you like to reload the change setting? Sure. Actually, let's check if something will change right now. Okay, it's still the same. Never mind. The terminal is taking a huge time just to open. Maybe I cannot have it working in the background while actually working on something else. Not really sure about that. Where is the terminal? I increased the RAM, but the speed seems to be decreasing. Huh? Yes, it is an increased RAM, but creating a folder. Okay, we seem to be able to do certain stuff, but not open the terminal. Okay, now that's weird. I know VirtualBox will be annoying, but not to that degree, since I already worked with it a couple of times before. Okay, maybe we'll just try restarting it and everything will be good. Hopefully. And it also takes a bit to shut, but let's leave it for now. After creating the user, what we also have, we have deleting the user, or actually we should separate these two. We have creating the user, then we have deleting the user, and that should be action number 2. And the same can be said for groups. So we have creating and actually for viewing groups. Not users this time, but groups. Okay, let's open it again. So yes, we have listing, we haven't tried that part yet. We have user files and directories, groups in Linux, managing user permission. We will stop about here. And I have my terminal, please. What is a Linux without a terminal? Is it me or is it the, yeah, it does seem to be a bit faster, but terminal. Okay, interesting. The terminal doesn't seem to be working here for some reason. Just close. How about we try our older version? Saving the status, 10 seconds. That's never 10 seconds actually. I'm not sure if I should actually be saving it each time, especially when it's not working, but it's better than definitely shutting it out and having to restart the whole boot process again. Okay, now to open the other one. Okay, this one just stopped working, yes. Doesn't really matter actually which one. So I seem to be having a problem with the mint that I just installed for some reason. Never seen a Linux that's working, but the terminal is not working. It's like having your house on fire and then going to the place where you're supposed to put the fire with, but okay, now it's a black screen. that Linux issue I'll have to fix somehow. Okay, now it's back, but still no terminal. Is that a Linux issue thing I don't, or a virtual box thing? Linux mint terminal not opening. Yep. Okay, try this. Press Control Alt T. Sorry. Control Alt T. Nothing happened. Check the other one. Press Alt F2 and then enter GNOME terminal. Alt F2. GNOME terminal. I think I spelled that correctly. So let's have both side by side. There is a dash in the middle. Failed to execute the child process, input output error. You can reinstall the syntax by manager search using search GNOME terminal. Okay, let's search in another place then. Nope. What is Reddit? Okay, there seems to be all in the forum of can't open my terminal. The answer is most likely found. Select all log history log. Out of log here, actually. Can I escape from that? Yes. Let's just have a bit of space here. It loads, but for some reason it doesn't work. Weird. Yeah, I won't actually go to the first one or just search on YouTube actually.
Right? And just quits.
Okay, that's an Arch, I think. And Linux mint terminal not working. Or not opening to be specific actually.
Hi, I'm Daniel, and in this video I'm going to show you how to solve the problem where the terminal is not opening up in Ubuntu 22.04. So you're inside of Ubuntu and you search for terminal, and it just keeps loading on like this. It's not good. The simplest way to solve that is just changing the language on your operating system and restart the virtual machine. So what you do is you go into your settings, you head over to...
Never been into the settings file actually. Settings. Nothing seems to be actually opening. Except for the Windows Manager, of course. Even the settings is not opening.
Hello, friends.
Can't open the terminal. Okay, it looks like I'll be spending most of my time just debugging. Control Alt F3, open the DTY. Not even that is working for some reason also. Control of Alt F7. Control Alt F7. Nope. How about the internet here? Nope, nothing seems to be opening. I'm just getting the interface without anything there. Huh. Okay. Debugging continued. So YouTube doesn't have anything that seems to actually be helpful here. So back to the forum. Press Control Alt T, Alt F2, GNOME terminal, we tried that one. Okay, didn't work. I mean, I can't open the settings to begin with. How about the settings here? No. Also no. How about if I restart, it will probably not open again, but might as well just try. Failed to start, failed, a lot of failed for some reason. And the other one is not also working for some reason. Failed to start, shut down, live, pre-installed system cleaning. Okay, something went wrong and the debugging time is taking too long. Spent more time in debugging than actually writing anything in the command or the terminal today. Okay, it doesn't seem to be even be closing, so just power off. I'll try opening it again. Yeah, I think it will. Okay, okay. Why does it always give me that thing? No bootable. How is there no bootable when I already specified in the storage? Okay, you cannot change it here. And you cannot change it from here also. Oh. No bootable medium font system. Okay, now I press that thing. Yeah. No, cancel. No bootable medium font. Where is that? With my research, yes. VM. No bootable. Nice one. Also, while we are at it, another error to search, so probably search it on EQ first.
Showing no bootable medium found. Please insert a bootable medium. So to fix this error here, let's close this. The server is currently running. Maybe we power up the server because it is saying it doesn't see any boot device. So what we will do is we will add a Windows ISO file. That was what it was actually complaining. The server is down, server 1, so we gotta click on the settings, and then click on storage. Well, we can remove this one. Maybe the ISO is corrupt, or yeah, so we click on this and then add another virtual.
I cannot even modify anyways for some reason. Okay, let's do it in this one. Remove. I cannot even remove it. And I cannot even modify anything here. Okay, so that one is not working.
With no bootable medium found with system halted. In here, if you start your virtual machines, it will appear error with the message no bootable medium found and system halted, like this. System is not found. This problem means systems and
Settings, system. I still can't click on anything.
You can try to enable the FI.
But why am I not able to actually modify anything here? Don't think it's an issue with the program itself though.
It's may your operating system is require this FI, so you can try to start. This is the
Nope, even that's not working.
Hello my dear with virtual. Let's first see how this error looks like. I have installed Fatal, no bootable, any guesting system that you want to run in your guest virtual machine. If you have real OS, it is present in my open virtual, select storage. Here I could see my virtual hard disk with the machine name that I have given initially, but it is empty. And here I have my real optical disk, which is also empty. Both of these are empty.
No, my issue is that I cannot even change any of the settings that I already have. Even the storage part. Okay, how about we discard this one? Discard. Are you sure you want to discard the saved status of the virtual machine? The sublinks restarting the power off. Sure. We did one. We don't need to do it to the other one. So we just check. So the power off will probably restart the whole booting. Okay, not even that. The system is still halted. Actually, no, just power it off. We need the settings for that one. Okay, now it seems like everything's working. And it says that we need to enable this one, so we say okay. Okay, that seems to be a different start Linux command. Okay, we are reinstalling it again. Okay, while it's still installing, I'll probably need to make something to eat, also something to drink. We'll be back. looks like everything is back now. But first thing first, the terminal. Huh. Okay, that one was a weird bug to have. So just rebooting and discarding was the fix. Okay. Anyway, back to actually studying. So we did want to create a new user. So we say sudo user add, and we set this. Okay, I got the command at the first try this time. Then we want to delete the user. It's user delete. Actually, wait, I think I should, yes, specify the password first. Sudo past and then the user. I forgot the W, of course. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Now actually let's try to delete the user. Sudo user, yeah, I also forgot the user last time. User delete r. Not found, not found, not found. How do I check how many users I actually have? Listing user. The etc file contains the list of all users in the file. So it's nano etc password. And we have etc then password. Where does it say that how many users we have? I can't see. I think it will be better to just actually create by nodes by using questions, not just topics. Okay, forget about these for now. Actually, even this one. And just say how to add a user. To be specific, how to add a new user. Yes, that's better. How to add a new user, and we use it through this one, and that's explanation, and then we say here how to create a password for a new user. Then we say it's like this. How is that dot even created? Anyway, then we say how to change to another user. And that's how I'll be able to revise my commands later on. So why is this one different than the others? Okay, I can't remember. How to know how many users we have, how to see a list of them. This shows a list of all users, including the system user. The output will look something like this. The output looks ridiculous, but root user 1, user 2. I do see a root. But I don't see any user, so counting the number of user, count the number of lines in the etc password file. Are we in the same file? I'm pretty sure it was Control X. Oh, never mind. Yes, then close. Set cat dash etc dash password. I don't think that command will necessarily work, but might as well just try. And then that's the pipeline mark, and then PC dash 47, but no, that does not give us the users. That's wrong. The step 2. It doesn't count the number of users, but just lines. Gives me 47, and I can't have that many users. Counting regular UIDs. System typically have UIDs below. So there is no straightforward way to know how many users you have. Is there any other way to see a list of users? So it's get int and then password. Okay, we can try that one. I cannot use the control for some reason. Capture, I guess. So the control M now is not working. Get and then we say password. We have the root bin, no, still not giving us the list. This will display all your username. If you want to filter username, you need the combination. Okay, that also is not helping to see all the list of users. Okay, clear first. Then we try the new one. Com dash u. I'm not sure what that is. And then you have the ls logins. Okay. ls logins. Now that's also something else. think Google would be better to actually search for instead of ChatGPT in that sense. How to see a list, or how to see how many users are on Linux. For method explain. To view the number of 48, list the terminal pages, less and more. So actually, by default, how many users do we even have to begin with? By default, how many users does Linux operating system have? By default, a freshly installed Linux comes with a set of system users that are created automatically. They're not regular user account meant for login, but system account that are used for running services, Debians, and other administrative tasks. Okay. Full desktop installation. Debian. So yes, I thought so. But I want to check for the add users. How to check for custom added users through the add user command. You can look the user's UID greater than or equal 1000 by default. Regular user created with add user will have a UID in this range. I see. Use and filtering by UID. Custom typical with the UIDs. You say sudo grep user then verlog authentication. Okay, you can check it through either the authentication or the log that we just went through. Okay, let's try to do it with the authentication this time. Sudo grep, and then we have add user, and it's inside var dash log. My hand is not typing today. Log. What's the other part? Dot authentication dot log or auth. What do we have here? We have home mint user root command. Okay, but I don't see the add user that we just created because I think we deleted. Okay, this will show the entries for the add user command. We have mint, then we have home mint user, then we have, okay. So about my notes. We created with the dash s, then m, then s. Okay. So we try to add a new user now. Sudo add user dash m dash s, and it's bin dash. And then we say the username. Is that correct? So far so good, yes. So unknown option dash m is ambiguous shell Okay, let's try to do the dash s then. Okay, yeah, let's try it without the s because it's a default thing either way. sudo as user dash m. Add an existing user to an existing group. Wait, what? Unknown option m. Wait, how is m an unknown option? Okay. How to add a new user? Sudo add user, then the username. That's what we did. We don't get actually any of this. Enter the new password, work phone, all that information. Okay, that's definitely weird. Even though it just worked moments ago. Actually, let's go to the home directory first. Cd home. Okay, now I forgot how to get to the home directory. I think it was cd then dash s. No, that's the root one. Okay, let me type it again. How to go to the home directory. You can just use the path, but I think there was a shorter way. Yeah, it's that one. cd and then the path. S. Desktop. We have. Okay, let's go to the desktop. Desktop was the one that we are in. So wait, cd dash dash s. Okay, no, it was inside the mint. Mint is one of the users that we have. Yeah. Okay, so now why is the add user not working? Sudo add user dash m. So when I try to add a user, it gives me that m is an unknown what? Unknown option. Seeing user does not recognize the dash m option. System type distribution. Okay, user add possible alternative. Okay, we should probably either do it with the man one or dash help. User add dash help. Nope, we do have the dash m here, but it's not working. Another weird thing. Add user, GUID. Okay, now we are running two different type of pages now. Add. Okay, forget to do the sudo. Add user again, and what? Dash m. How about we change the name actually? Maybe the name from the last time is still there. SS or Tom. Not Storm, but Tom. Still the same thing. I would have to research that a bit more. Why do we get that thing here? copy, and we actually check that on T, but inside the virtual box itself. Yeah, it's a bit slow like always. Chat GPT. Get rid of that one actually. Yes. Try. Can we paste? Yes. It looks like you use an incorrect option with the add user command. The error message is that dash was not recognized. However, in most Linux, based on Linux provided error, you should be using the dash home instead of m to specify the creation of the home directory. Or you can omit it and reply behavior for creating home directory. Okay. Even though it seemed to be working just fine before. Is it because we are in different directory? I don't think really it doesn't matter, but okay, now I'll have to check on that error later on with myself. We spend most of the time actually debugging, just debugging. So I will leave it at here for today. The user management thing is still on, also we'll probably have to continue tomorrow. I'll have to figure out a lot of stuff related to the bugs that we keep getting, like this one. Not sure why it stopped working after it was working just fine moments ago. But that will be it. Even though I wish we stayed a bit longer just to learn a bit more commands, but my brain feels like it's already full with the information that we got up to this point, so we'll have to definitely continue that tomorrow. But for now, it should be good enough. So I'll see you guys in the next time.